Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stout Dad, and today we're gonna be trying to print ASA. I got it right here. I've heard this stuff's pretty scary, but I think it'll be pretty fun. So this is the filament, black, and I've got the case over there. I got like one of those cases that are like supposed to be warmer so that the fumes don't come off quite as much. So yeah, I'm gonna go set it up, and then I think we're gonna start printing something. I plan to try out keychains with this because I really like the smoothing aspect of it. I've never used this, so this is my first time. I haven't done a ton of research because I thought that was ruin the fun. So let's just get into it, I guess. Okay, so this is the enclosure that I got. I got the official one because I thought it'd be better to be safe than sorry. It's pretty nice. I almost broke it while putting it together because I didn't push the rods, these carbon fiberglass rods. If you don't push them all the way in, it'll start to tear your bag. You can kind of see it right there. That's pretty annoying, but luckily it didn't do too much. Here's the manual. Pretty much the worst manual I've ever used. Pretty much none of it's in English. But it didn't take me long, probably like 20 minutes. So let's go put this in a corner a little further away from me than normal, and then we'll throw the Ender 3 in and see what happens. Okay, I got it in the enclosure. Actually, it was pretty easy. I just zipped it all the way open and then just put it in through the top. It fits really nicely. Wouldn't say it's gonna hit anything. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Yep. Seems to have pretty good mobility, which shouldn't be something I'm that worried about with what I'm gonna be printing. So yeah, let's put the filament in, change it out from PLA. Assume that won't be too insanely hard. Hopefully it isn't. So let's do that. Okay, so I've heated up my printer to 200 degrees. Real quickly, we're just gonna push out a little PLA, make sure it's nice and clean. Tip. Now we're just gonna pull it out, and we're gonna put that on the reel and start putting it in, and then I think we're just gonna slowly turn up the temperature while we turn the knob to clear it out and put that in. So yeah, I'm gonna switch reels. Okay, I've changed out the spool. Now I'm just twisting it through the tube. I've noticed that this stuff is a lot more, I don't know, it feels more flexible. Also, it is pretty hard to change out your filament in this case. I ended up turning it sideways. Oh dang, 200 degrees was hot enough to purge. So that's convenient. So yeah, I turned it sideways while putting it in, just so that it was actually possible to get it through that little tiny hole that's in there. Okay. Looks like it's purged. Black's coming out. It used to be white or silver, I guess. Let's go and jump onto the slicer and pick our first thing we're gonna print with this. So let's go over to the computer. Okay, I'm at the computer and I'm on my Thingiverse account. Probably gonna do a keychain. I'm thinking about the NF one. I think that'll look really good when I shine it, which is what I plan to do. So I'm gonna quickly download that because I don't have it saved on my computer. I'm gonna throw it into the slicer, optimize it the way I think it should be, and I'll open it. I'll start recording again once I get to that point. Okay, I've got it onto the slicer. I made it pretty small, 25 millimeters long. Just like the length I like to make keychains. I think it's a good size. And then I put it onto ASA. And the temperature it says to go at is, if I can find it right here, 240 with a build plate of 90 degrees, which is a lot hotter than what I'm used to. I don't want to mess around with it too much. Probably do 100%. That's what I like to do with keychains. Hopefully it's not too bad of an idea. 32 minutes. Yeah, that's probably good for my first time. Just curious, cooling 0%, so it doesn't need cooling. Which is probably good for it being in the box. Yeah, I did quality. Oh, I guess you can't decide that. I think this is ready for my first try. I'm not expecting anything too crazy. Cool. Save that. I'm gonna preheat the printer so it's a little warmer in there. And I think we're just gonna start, and then after that we're gonna do an acetone smoothing with this little jar. So I'll go throw it onto the the printer right quick. So yeah, real quick, I actually ended up increasing the printing temperature, which shouldn't be a problem because I have an all metal tip. Because here it says 155 is the minimum, and it was at 150. So I put it at 160. Shouldn't be too big of a problem with the upgrades I have on my printer. So now I'm gonna go and put it on the chip and we'll throw it on. Okay, so the printer is warmed up. I don't know if it'll be able to focus on that. I set it at 260 on the nozzle and 90 something on the build plate just because you want to go a little hotter when you're preheating because it'll cool down and restart the heating if you don't. I've got this fan set up, you know, just in case. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a concern, but just to kind of push the air away so it doesn't build up for when I come back. I think we are ready. Watch the first few seconds. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, seems to be adhering to the bed so far. Okay, we'll come back when it's done. I don't know that I want to sit next to this thing. So, see you when it's ready, and then we'll do the acetone smoothing. Okay, so we're about halfway through printing it. I don't know if you can see it very well, but seems to be going fine. Just keep letting it go, and then when it's done, pretty excited actually. This is pretty fun. All this stuff I bought to make this happen. So yeah, I guess we'll just wait till it's done and then let it cool down. Okay, so the timer just went off. So it might not be done yet. Looks like it is. Turn this off. That looks pretty okay. Doesn't look like it did a perfect job of it, but kind of curious how warm it is in here. Oh yeah, it's pretty warm. I don't know that it's hot. So we'll open it up, let it air out for a couple of minutes. Can never be too safe, and then we'll peel. I guess we can just peel it off the bed right now. Turn it off. Yeah, it doesn't smell amazing in there. So there it is. It curved up a lot, so I clearly didn't let it heat up enough in there. Oh, yeah, I didn't have it in frame. Yeah, it curved up quite a bit. All of the corners came off. Sure, some bed adhesion would fix that, but so yeah, let's try an acetone and see what happens. Okay, here's the plan. I got a jar with a little hook on it, little hole on the top because I heard you're supposed to do that. Some paper towels, some acetone. I'm gonna put the paper towels around the side of it, put acetone in there, and hang this off the hook. So I'll set that up and then see what happens. Okay, so I put the paper towel in, I squirted the sides. It's a little wet. It's gonna be hard to do. I'm gonna put it on. I can't really hold it and do it. And I'm gonna put it in there for like, I don't know, 2 minutes for the first time. Let's do that. Okay, about 2.5 minutes later. There it is. I can get a good focus on it. It's kind of shiny. I think we'll go another 2 minutes, just for fun. Okay, 2 more minutes later, and looks pretty much the same. Yeah, it's really hard to pick it up on this camera. We'll just go like 10 more minutes. Sure. Yeah, we'll just go a lot longer. Okay, so I ended up waiting 5 more minutes, came back and checked it, and I decided to take it out because it is glossy. So we're gonna let it dry, probably wait a day or so, and then see what happens. Hopefully it looks really cool. Right now it looks really not cool. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back, and this thing's dry, and it's still shiny, but it wasn't very smooth of a print. Also, the bottom was all warped and all that stuff. But I decided to, while that was waiting, is I threw this on. And this time when I printed it, I warmed the bed inside the case for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And it still didn't adhere very well, as you can probably see. But the top of it is very good. So I'm thinking next time I print, then I'm gonna start warming up the bed so it heats up the air like an hour before. This took about 4 hours, and the top is very good. I'm gonna try and smooth this, but right now it looks pretty good. The bottom is bad, but yeah. And I've also got another keychain printing now that it's hot. We'll see if that actually does fix the poor adhesion. So I'll come back to you once I find a way to put this into a bath, because I don't really think it's gonna work very well in there. Yeah, so let me find a solution and try smoothing this one out too. Okay, this is what I came up with. Just a little Tupperware. It's got this lid. I don't think it'll be eaten. I'm gonna test that real quickly, actually. Just pour a little bit on there, see if it does anything. No, doesn't seem like it did anything. Yeah, we'll just open it. Just squirt it all the way around. And we'll throw this little plate in. Thought it fit a little bit better than it does. And then we'll put that in there and put the lid on. And I think we'll wait like 10 minutes or so and then look at it. So be back in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back. It's been, I don't know, about 20-ish minutes since I put it in. Grab this plate. One second. Okay, we'll put it on the plate and let that dry for a little bit. And then after that, I guess I'll talk about what I learned from this. It was actually pretty fun. Also go check what's the second print of the NF keychain, how it worked. So yeah, I'll go grab that and we'll compare them and see kind of how easy it actually was to use this stuff. So I grabbed it and it failed pretty colossally. I have not seen this happen ever. I don't even know how it could have. I guess it just fell free and just moved around with the tip. But this is still drying. It's pretty shiny. The front is very smooth. It's smoothed very nicely. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but that's pretty cool. The top didn't do a whole lot. But yeah, the front of the ship, that's nice. So yeah, this was printing with ASA. Yeah. I guess we'll just do a conclusion. So I finished the video. That was my first time trying this stuff. I didn't do a ton of research because I thought it'd be more interesting if I didn't. And this is kind of what I got from it. This stuff is not PLA. PLA, you just start the print, it heats the bed up, it heats up the nozzle, and it starts. You don't really need to worry about anything. Maybe leveling, how clean it is. But generally, like with this thing, this was minimal effort. This was PLA right after my last mod. And this took literally no effort. I just put it onto the slicer, threw it onto the printer, and it came out perfectly. While on the other hand, this with the ASA, the bottom didn't really adhere very well. It didn't fall off, luckily, but like it's all curvy. The smoothing is fun. It's a cool thing to do. But honestly, if you don't have a good reason to use this stuff, I don't really think it's worth it. If you're just messing around with your printer, I'd recommend you just stick with PLA. But it is a very cool material, and it has great uses, like the UV resistance. But if you're not really looking for that, and you're just wanting to make a little gadget for your desk, I wouldn't really recommend this stuff. It's a lot of hassle. I had to set up my printer in a different room. I had fans blowing just to be safe, because I didn't want to get everyone in my house sick. So in conclusion, I don't really think this stuff's worth it. It may not be that much more expensive, but it is more expensive. But it was a lot of fun to mess with it. I'm probably going to keep messing with it. I'll probably make a video in the future where I'm a little bit better with it. Probably get a little bit more research next time. So yeah, thanks for watching. It was a lot of fun getting to mess around with this new material on my printer. If you like it, just leave a like. I'm planning on doing videos every week or so. We'll see. This one is a little bit quicker than the last one. They're pretty close to each other. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.